Hello, my name is Meg, and the name of my soap is called Luludi, which is my culture's word for flower. Now, the full moon in August is also called the sturgeon moon, which is not a very glamorous name, but when you think about why it is called that, it was a moon that was the first of what's considered the harvest moons, and it was the most efficient time to catch the sturgeons, which were great big fish and are great big fish, and the native peoples would put them back and preserve them and get them ready to store for fall and winter. So it was really a really important time. It's when your garden is just going crazy and you need to go wildcrafting and hunting for things in the woods to also harvest, and it's time to start preserving all your fruits and tomatoes and all that stuff. Is like the beginning of canning season. So it's an important moon, although not a very glamorous name, but I love August. The beginning is never anything like the end, at least not where I live. And this month there's going to be one really special soap inspired by a very special little animal, and that is the video for tonight. And I was inspired by like Beatrix Potter, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and also this really cute little, it's a very old folktale that was also made into a little movie with like claymation and wool felting, and I will link that in the description below. It was also called Hedgehog's House, so please check that out. And I also thought of like the lady who did the pictures for Brambly Hedge. I love those illustrations and those books too. So a lot of cute inspiration for the soap tonight. And then the second soap is, I have a beautiful rose bush that grows outside my house, and it was the first of a soap that I plan to do more of in the future, where I craft it from the actual flowers. So I quick infused the oil for the roses, and I will show that in next week's video. And so very excited to show you a wonderful way to use lots of roses if you have a rose bush, and a special new candle as well. So stay tuned for the rest of the week, so August, and let's get into making Hedgehog's House. So I've got the bottom of this mushroom. I'm going to put that in there. And extruder's dirty because I've been doing a bunch of pieces today all at once. And you always want to work with the lightest color you need first. So here's my uncolored soap dough. I like to pour it into my little rectangle individual molds. I will link my soap dough video there so you can see. And then I just go back and forth with very clean hands. And like I've said before, you can use gloves if you prefer, if you don't want to get your hands all messy, but I find that when I use gloves, it just makes things even stickier. And once you get it to the shape that will go inside here, if you have any extra, you just take it, put it back, and then you put the plunger part in, and then screw it down. I found too, to twirl this top, sometimes it works the best to do it on the edge of the table so that this thing can spin without bopping. Okay. Next is the little mushroom cap. Put that in there. And this is my red Brazilian clay. I don't have any rhubarb root soap dough right now, or I would use that because it would be more red, but this will still work. Again, you want to get it to where it fits down in there best you can. If it smushes out like that, it's okay. You just take it out, add it back to your pile of soap dough, and then put in the end. So there was more soap dough work that I didn't film, and that was making the green leaves, which will go on top. I made leaves because hedgehogs line their homes with dry leaves and sleep on them, which I thought was very cute and very smart as well. There's also brown soap dough that I put on the big column that you'll see here in a bit that I cut in half, and that is the hole. And I put the brown soap dough on top and ridged it and carved it to make it look like a hollow log, and that was the bark on the outside of it. It is time consuming to do these things, but it's really fun. If you were the kind of person that liked to play with Play-Doh when you were a kid, which I was, then you will enjoy doing this. And then you just kind of straighten things out best you can. Sometimes you have to, if it's sticky, you gotta wait for a little bit so you can kind of sculpt it and make it as straight as possible. So that's the little mushroom cap. Okay, so I only have to make one more set of the hedgehogs. And here's my brown soap dough. It's kind of multi-toned. Look a little piece out first. For the small hedgehog, and the small hedgehog is going to go on top of each bar because of the way it's shaped, and then the big hedgehog is going to go on the side, so it looks like it's in its house. And you want to push extremely hard till it won't go down anymore, because I really want each one to have their little face, their little tiny nose and face area, and make sure all their little spines are pronounced. And then now I'll go to the big hedgehog, which is on this multiple animal mold. This is an amazing mold. It has all kinds of cool leaves, a mushroom, two sizes of mushroom, a butterfly, an acorn, and all these animals. It's one of my favorite molds to use because it's just so versatile. And again, just this is a very squishy mold, so I always want to make sure with it that I really pack it in there. And then I like to use the side of my thumb. It makes a really flat surface and it pushes down really hard. Okay, so let's try to get the first one out. Yeah. His little nose. Kind of fix his little nose there. And then let's get the big one. This one you can see more detail of his face, his ears and eyes, his nose and stuff as well. And I might actually do more with a toothpick to make the spine stick out a little bit more. I'm not sure yet.
So I'm back the next morning, and the smell is just, there was a shower gel that Lush had a long time ago, and I do believe it was called the Flying Fox. And it was my favorite when I'm back in those days when I would buy Lush. And I don't even think it's the same essential oils, but this is what this soap smells like. It really does smell like that Flying Fox shower gel that just smells so good. I remember when I would wash my hair with it and stuff, people would think that that was my perfume because how good it smelled. So this is a keeper as far as blends. I definitely want to use this one in the future. I am very nervous and excited to cut this. I'm really hoping that that log is in the right place. I don't see any holes on the sides, so that's good. I did keep a lot of extra soap dough just in case. Oh, yay! Oh, cute! Oh, I could just cry. That's even cuter than I thought. And I love how that turned out, so it really does look like a hole, like a cave. And then there's the soap dough of the bark that I put around the tree trunk. And then the little mushrooms. Oh my god. So cute. And then the little hedgehog on the top. So I'm going to cut them all. They're not done yet. Got to add the hedgehog to go in his home too. Oh wow, that one has a third mushroom. Oh, it's so cute. And it turned a really interesting color. The spirulina did very interesting things with the combination of the essential oils. As I've always said before, it's just amazing the alchemy of how things do that. It shifted it to like a very unusual color of green that I wouldn't even be able to recreate if I wanted to. Oh, I just love it. Oh my god, that's so cute. So the Romani people have a whole lot of folklore attached to hedgehogs. They are extremely beneficial little animals to have if you have a garden, because they eat the kind of bugs that destroy your plants. So if you have a hedgehog living in some leaves near you, it's a very good thing. And they're just so cute too. I always watch little videos of them. They're just so adorable.
an interesting little creature. Very resilient. They don't have very many predators. Not many can withstand trying to bite into them with all their little spines. Okay, so that one does have, I'll have to plane that one and fix the hole, but that's okay. That's where the two log pieces came together, so that can be fixed. I was afraid that would happen with that one. I tried to have it be all one piece, but it was just impossible. I'm going to do the next phase of it, which are the big hedgehogs. And if I need to add some soap dough to make them stick, by all means I will, because but they should go by themselves. So you just paint the water glue mix on the back and put the hedgehog in its home. Oh, it's so cute. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I'm so pleased. And thank you again to the soap artist who made these little extrusion discs. I will be buying some more in the future because this one turned out well. That one did shift a little bit with the stem, but that's to be expected. And it still looks cute because like in this one it didn't do that. This one it was just perfect. So I'll do one more and then leave you with the pictures. There's actually gonna just be one soap for this month, and then there'll be a new candle and a new bubble bath. I have a craft show coming up in August here, so making this ahead of time so I can focus on making things for that. And it's so hot, I just thought one soap will do. And this is quite the soap. So thank you so much for watching. If you like naturally colored soaps, please check out my channel. Think about subscribing because I make new designs every month. And this one will be in the next shop update on the full moon on August 12th. Shop links are listed below. Thank you. Take care.